Hi, good morning. This is Chris Quiloe from Querétaro, Mexico. Very early in the morning. I have Kika here with me. I hope she doesn't climb on top of my desk. But here we are, guys. Let me set up my chat. Let me see, first of all, where I am. And then we can get started. Let's see. I go to my channel, to my videos. And here we go. Hola, Miriam. Buenas tardes, buenos días. Okay. I'm just here for a little bit, not for long. Probably less than an hour. Probably. Okay. So here we are. And yesterday I was with Beth, but I decided not to continue the same drawing. This one was voted as a favorite one to color. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to color this one. I'm testing internet connection, camera, everything here today. It's too dark for felting, but I'll probably show you later on. I'll monitor here my light. Another beautiful clear day. Finally, after having a complete week of rain and cloudy skies, here I am again, early morning, streaming. It's 6 a.m. for me, so it's quite early. Okay. In the next streams, I will probably show you how to work with lights. I need to make more copies of this. Learn about lighting. I found this as a freebie. And it has got also names of plants. I'm not so good for plants, but anyway, I think they're looking so nice. And what I like is all the different lights that we can have from one particular source. That is this one. Okay, so as people come in, I'm going to start coloring this tiger. I'm going to go and find my reference, of course. And the idea of this stream is, of course, to have a guest camera that is here. So I will have my chat and my other references probably on a different screen. You know, I'm going to probably work by memory here. And I'm going to be using a combination of Polychromos and Prismacolor. As soon as Kika kind of decides that it's enough for me to be having her here on my lap, she's here. And it's a little bit of a nuisance when she's sitting on my lap because I cannot move and take stuff out of it. But I'm going to start with some leaves. And very soon I'm going to invite my other camera. But But I hope you're having a fine Sunday. I need to do a lot of things today again. Errands. And that's going to be around midday. So after I stream, I'll have breakfast and I'll experiment with new things today in order to get ready for 2 streams. The one that you can see on the screen, it's my time slot for December the 31st. I'm going to be working with 2 techniques on that day. So if you want to work along with me, on my community page, I'm going to list the materials that I'll be using. It's not really complicated what I'll be using. You just need some PVA glue. It's normal school glue, white one. Any brand is good. A little bit of water, a brush, and tissue paper. You will also need some tracing paper. Try to find a very thick tissue paper, white India ink, and an ink pen. The rest of the materials are quite easy. You just need Prismacolor or Inktense, pencils, better. And that's it. I'm going to show you to do 2 things. And there you go. Hello, Riri. Good morning. Thank you for coming. You're coloring, and as usual, when I color, I normally go silent because I have to make decisions here. I have to take care of my... Oh, Kika. Don't bite. She likes to bite my pencils, and that's not a good idea. But there you go, Kika. Oh, she's so sweet. So let me see if I can... It's going to be a risk, guys, because I'm going to use my camera, stop my monitoring on YouTube, and I'm going to use this phone that I have here. It's my camera. So that means I need to get my iPad. Okay, we don't need a microphone here. I'm going to enter. Okay. And here we go. Let's see if we can make big configuration there so you can get to see these. I don't have echo, so I think that it's going to be good. I just cancel the sound. And I'm going to cancel the sound of my cam. And here you go. Let me find my stream on my iPad. Okay. There we go. Where's my channel? Let's go to my channel. And let's find myself here. Okay, so let me just get my Oh, I have messages here, but I cannot. Okay, here it is. There we go. Okay. So now you can see open close, more or less what I'm doing with polychromos. Color pencil, it's a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of moving things around until you find a comfortable angle to work with. And the advantage of having two cameras is that in a certain way you can see quite close what I'm doing from the side, and also when I go close, it's still very subtle what I'm doing with this yellow. Polychromos are harder than Prismacolor, so a lot of people don't like them because Prismacolor normally lays color very quickly and you can saturate your pages. But the problem is that you build a lot of wax and later you cannot get rid of the wax. And when you're working in layers, you kind of respect the tooth of the paper so it doesn't get saturated that much. And this is just a normal printer paper. So it's nothing special, but that's why I mentioned that I was going to be experimenting with these. I found that watercolor paper, especially hot pressed, is very good for polychromos. Really, really good. Actually, let me see if I can find my example. I have here my desk. You have probably seen this reindeer, and this one was done with polychromos and Inktense. And you can see how I'm going to try and get this as a close-up. Come on, camera. Concentrate. If not, I'll try this one. Okay, so you can see it shines, and that's the oil that is built on paper. And still, I was able to give the reindeer big amount of texture despite the oil, the residue building there. So if you're going to get polychromos and use them, try to get watercolor paper. It really, really works. And just work very, very carefully. These are not colorings that you can say, well, I'm going to sit down and finish this in an hour. No, that's at least not going to happen with me. I will try and build the colors, all the layers, little by little. And so, not to get bored, just jump around your drawing and build different colors. Okay. Thank you, Riri and Miriam, for the comments. Still have to get used to paying attention to my chat and my stream. My stream is somewhere over there. Oh, the sun is coming out. That's good. Kika, you need to move. You're very heavy. And she's on my legs. And But I don't want to move her because she's purring. And this soft healing purr is what I like about her. Let me move my top camera a little bit. There you go. Okay. So as I mentioned, this one was voted as a favorite one, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do the other one. The other one is from the Downton Abbey book. And it's let's say it's a full size body portrait of Cora and Robert. If you're fans of Downton Abbey or you have seen the TV series, you probably know. And well, that one is going to take long. I don't have it here handy, but I will start that one off camera and I'll be probably doing shorts. For these following weekends that we have before the streamathon, I'm going to probably be doing this. So it's going to take several sessions. I'll probably advance also a little bit off camera because I want to do as much as I can before going back to classes, more or less in a month. Classes officially start on January 15, so that's good. But we have the initial meetings and planning and all that on January 9th. That's a Tuesday or a Monday. I don't have my calendar here. Okay. And I want to move my camera just a little bit so you can see Kika. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, moving this. I don't know if she will appear on camera or not. Because I'm going to move this just a little bit so you can see where she is. That's where she is. That's why you can see that I cannot move my hand that much. So there you go. I have to be careful with moving this camera. So I have to move it back to the position so I don't knock it off. But here you go. Okay, so let's change color. This is a quick system that I like doing. Having two colors on my hand so I can just switch. I used to be very good when I was at school switching these very, very fast. Not anymore. I will blame age. But this girl is just so, so lovely right now. Kiko. She likes to be kissed. Cats normally don't like kisses, you know, but she is very much into kisses. Okay. Good luck, Miriam. Okay. So, good luck with the doctor. Take care. See you around later on. Okay. It's a challenge to keep track of two cameras as well, you know. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. Actually, let me do this for the people who are in the background. I don't know if I have people in the background. But let me remove this camera for a bit. And that's the view from my window. You have a little bit of my Christmas decoration there, but this is amazing. Beautiful, beautiful clouds. There you can see my reflection, my house, my studio, as we go back to setting the camera where it should be. So if you're watching the stream later on in the rerun, don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, share the video. Have fun in the background as well. I'm not very organized with this coloring because if I just lean forward, I'm going to knock my camera, my zenithal camera, it's right here. So it's very close. And I still need a device to put it closer. Let me see. A little bit of green here. No, no, no. Don't do that. Okay. So there you go. Green right now. But I'm going to go and choose my medium green. Okay. Keep them here. Okay. So finally, Kika is gone. So we're going to be able to retrieve some other materials, and there you go. Okay, I'm going to keep these quite as close as I can, and try to go for medium green in some parts, and still leave some tooth for the darker green to be able to lay down here. Okay, so there you go. I need to go back to sketching as well, but I'll probably do that off camera as well and just upload shorts of short sketching sessions. This light is not necessarily very good for what I'm doing, but I cannot put it that close to the camera, but I moved it a little bit. Okay. 25 minutes in the stream. It's almost going to be 7 a.m. I've shown you the sky. Very soon I'm going to have a lot of natural light, which is what I prefer, both for drawing, coloring, whatever I'm doing. I prefer natural light. Especially because it was recommended by my eye doctor. If you see me kind of stop a little bit, and if this goes a little bit without action, it's recommended to work for around 20-25 minutes and then blink, look at the distance outside your window, and then go back to whatever you're doing. Especially women need to be very careful with their eyes. Let me find mine. Oh, here it is. Looking for my sharpener. I need a pointy tip. This one, no, not anymore. But this one, yes. So that's what I'm doing when my hands kind of disappear from the screen. I kind of blink, stand up a little bit, look outside, blink a little bit more, and then go back to what I'm doing, whatever. Working with the computer, evaluating, painting, coloring, making, whatever. So very, very good advice. I got a 10 in my appointment today, and the next time I have to go and see the eye doctor is May next year. So that's really, really good. And some of the errands that I'm going to be doing today require for me to go and fill my prescription for my eye drops. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And my dad wants to go and stroll in the mall for maybe a couple of hours or something like that. So we're going to be enjoying kind of a Sunday out. So I might not be in the morning streams. I'll probably be back in the chats and things like that at around 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern time. So there you go. And I'm going to give you some touristic information if you don't know where to spend kind of a warmer holiday. If you're tired of snow, you can come to Mexico. During the winters, it's really mild. It's not really cold. Some places in central Mexico where I am normally go to probably at 32 Fahrenheit, but not very common. We normally are in the 40s. And that's early in the morning. During the day, at around midday or 1, 2 p.m., you can go back to 70s, probably 70s Fahrenheit. So that's around, I think, if my math, it's okay. It's around 25 to 26 centigrade. So it's really, really hot. It's normally sunny. It's not common for Mexico, central Mexico, to have rain. And there are a lot of places that offer a lot of Christmas traditions. We have something that we call the Guadalupe and Wise Men Marathon. In Spanish, that would be Marathon Guadalupe Reyes Magos or Reyes. Hi, Candy. Good morning. Welcome. And this marathon officially starts on December 12th. That's the official day of Virgin Mary of Guadalupe, like the national patron. She is like labeled as the Holy Mother of Mexico. So that's officially the first day of what you probably have heard of posadas. And there's supposed to be one every day until December the 24th. December the 24th is mainly the biggest celebration here in Mexico. That's to give you an equivalent, that's the equivalent of your Thanksgiving Day. Families get together, they dine, they celebrate the birth of Jesus, baby Jesus, and that's the official last posada. In the posadas, what people celebrate in Mexico, it's the journey of Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem and how it was hard for them to find a place, somebody to host them. And that's the idea, that's the meaning of posada. It's how they were looking for a kind of a hostel or a place where she could deliver the baby. And she was denied a lot of places because everything was full. They were doing kind of a census, supposedly, according to history. And it was the last place that they went and found that the owner was very kind to offer them the stable, the place where he kept his animals. And that's what we celebrate in each posada. We have traditional chants and songs. The kids get candy. And one of the traditions is to break a piñata, especially for kids. Some people do some for kids. So it's quite interesting. And if you get invited to one, sometimes you're required to bring something to eat. And then you have a good time with the hosts. It's really, really nice. And well, it's something that you have to live, that you have to see in order to say, wow, this is fantastic. Then on December the 25th, we really in Mexico don't do much because the Christmas gifts are open on the evening of December 24th, normally after dinner. People have dinner at around 9 or 10 in the evening. And after having dinner, they go and open their gifts. Then the official party starts with music or whatever people want to do there. And we have on December 25th, some families do something that is heating the leftovers, and they get together at around 3 to 4 p.m. They eat something, and that's it. That's mostly the family holiday that we normally do here. For New Year's Eve, it's not very common for families to get together. It's more Mexican tradition to go with your friends or to celebrate at a restaurant with a lot of strangers. And I never liked that, but I have seen people having a lot of fun at bars, restaurants, and they dress up very, very elegantly, very smart if we are talking about British English. Hi, Paul. How are you? Good morning. Welcome. And practically that's it. And then to finish off the marathon, Guadalupe Reyes. Remember that we started on December 12th. Then the next official day to celebrate is January the 5th in the evening. That's where we get a very special bread called Rosca de Reyes that has got a small little figure of baby Jesus hidden. It's kind of an oval kind of bread, very sweet with a lot of candy. And families get together in the evening of January the 5th and they cut pieces of that big rosca, that big bread. And the people who cut the piece, and inside the piece, there is the figure of baby Jesus. For February the 2nd, they need to buy the tamales for everybody. In the past, that figure used to be made of gold. So that was really nice to get it. Right now, it's just a piece. And each big piece of rosca or the complete rosca has got like 5 or 6 small figures. So anyway, you're going to get one, which is good. So you don't have to pay for all the tamales. And that's officially the last day of the marathon Guadalupe Reyes in Mexico. That's all the Christmas traditions and festivities. Kids normally go on January the 5th to parks or malls and get a photo with the three wise men. This is a tradition that was inherited from Spain. There are parades in Spain, and it's a really, really big festivity here. Here, some cities have parades, and people impersonate the three wise men, and kids get 2 sets of presents, actually. The first one for some families, it's Santa Claus, of course. That's inherited from the USA. So kids open their gifts on December the 25th. And the other set of presents is for the three wise men. So they open their presents on January the 6th. And some schools don't even have classes on January the 6th, so the kids can enjoy a play day or their toys or whatever. Um, in my family, it was more like a couple of toys for Santa Claus, probably, and mainly clothes for the three wise men. But in general, the majority of the people who live in outside Mexico City or the big metropolitan areas, they kind of wait until January the 5th, January the 6th to gift toys or clothes for kids. It's just the, let's say, the accommodated families that really go for Santa Claus and three wise men. It's not common for general population here. And we normally have big donations of toys. So we normally start donating early December for these charity associations, and they go to orphanage or places or uh, situations or places like that where you have kids that normally won't receive a present, and we donate toys or bicycles or balls or whatever, something that doesn't have batteries. That's the requirement, because these kids, of course, live in places where they don't have access to batteries. Yeah. Yes, Paul. Last Sunday, I tested my 2 camera setup, so you can more or less get to see kind of close what I'm doing with polychromes here. You can see how the color is building with different layers. I kind of need a darker green, but I don't have one. So, oh yeah, I have another one here. I think I'm gonna go for complementary colors maybe. Let's see. What is this? What's the name of this one? Middle cadmium red. Okay, so I'm going to go for this one. And that is going to give me a darker green value for these leaves. I'm kind of concentrating here. So to sum up all that chatting that I was doing before, if you came in later, if you want a vacation in Mexico, this is the best time to do it. To live firsthand Marathon Guadalupe Reyes in Mexico. Mild winter, not very cold, not a lot of rain, delicious food. I mean, you will not stop eating from December 12th to January 5th. You're going to get a lot of pounds or kilograms if you spend if at least you spend 1 week here, you will not really go back to your hometown thin. It will be very nice. Delicious food, traditional food, typical food, you name it. Have a lot of options. Okay. So I'm in 41 minutes so far. And I normally keep my streams short so people can really go and watch the replays more easily. Plus, I also have to do a lot of early morning chores, breakfast, get ready to go and run some errands later on. And I want to experiment with something new today. So after going out and finishing my errands, I'll probably experiment with acrylics. I want to experiment something with acrylics and ink. So I need more space than the one that I have right now that is very, very short, because let me just tell you, I have like around 40 centimeters, probably less than a yard of space because of the setup that I have, and I do need more space. So anyway, I hope that my measurements are making kind of sense. I'm not very good at using this other system. I'm kind of trying to mentally calculate more or less what it is. But I'm still not good at that. I was never good at math when I was at school. So I also want, one of these days, I want to convince my dad to go out and have breakfast somewhere else, because he's always having the same thing to eat. And I think that we need to go and experiment some of the cooking restaurants and areas and other flavors that we have around. Those restaurants are a property of some neighbors from the area. So we want to support them. We don't want to support the big chains, because they are going to be here very soon. And I rather have, for example, a pizza that is made out of kind of a traditional oven, instead of order from Domino's Pizza, for example. We're going to have very soon Domino's Pizza in the area, and I think that's going to affect one of the Italian family pizza places that we have around. So I'm going to try and convince my dad to not to order from Domino's, but to continue ordering from this very small Italian pizza place. And there you go. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Dana. Good morning. Okay, sorry if I'm not reading chat. I just get into coloring. I kind of have the same situation like with Mary, that I kind of start working with something and then I forget about chat. And of course, I forget about monitoring my signal because I have StreamYard here. That's where I can get to see if the cameras are looking good. And then I have my second camera here. It's right there, it's my phone. And then I have my chat somewhere there on YouTube. So it's like monitoring 1, 2, 3 things. And this one, it's a lot of multitasking for me. Not good at that. Definitely. Okay. So we are in 46 minutes, guys. Thank you for coming. I'm going to cut the stream short so you can watch the replay. And I will continue working with this one off camera, of course. And what I will do is that I will record shorts and you will be able how this one builds up until I see you next week. I'm going to be streaming with Christopher Runciman on Tuesday, December the 12th. It's, I think, 2 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to be doing 3 prompts. We're going to be working with that. That's going to be the first time for me working with a cartoon, 3 prompts. That's going to be quite interesting. And then I'll stream again next Sunday. And I will continue with this, definitely. This was the most voted. So I will advance all the greenery and the flowers during the week. So next Sunday, we can go and work with the main figure of the tiger. Hi, Don. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm going to probably do a little bit of a scoring here with the whiskers. Okay, that's really, really easy to do. Just take a kind of an empty ballpoint pen or take something that you can score with. So I can keep the whiskers white. And of course, I'll be scoring a little bit of the hair in the tiger. So that's going to be interesting to do. I'll show you that during the recording of the shorts because I really need these to be like close up like this. But I need a flat surface to do the scoring, so I cannot do it right now. And well, I think that's it for me for today. Please watch the replay, subscribe, give me a like and share. And Paul, if you are streaming, I think you're going to be streaming today as well. So I'll see you later on in your channel. So thank you very much, guys. I'm going to eliminate the camera. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week with this. Please watch the shorts that I'm going to be recording because this is going to be updated in the shorts. And I'll see you around in someone's streams today. Okay. So thank you very much for coming and see you around. Okay. Bye. Take care.